Good evening and welcome to another live stream, live from stunning Abruzzo with a home in Italy. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing really well. Start writing in the chat boxes. Let me know where you are in the world, what you're up to, and all the other nice things that you tend to write in these chat boxes. Tonight, we're going to be a slight change to the advertised program, but don't worry, you're still going to be meeting some home buyers. We're going to do a bit of a catch up with some things that I want to talk about, and then we're going to do a catch up with a couple from Prezza who have been on before. I was slightly reluctant to do this because we are going to be talking to the inventor of the statement, Tony Rocks. So I was in two minds, but because his wife, we really like his wife quite a lot, so we thought we'd let them on. But coming on a little bit later, we've got he's actually wrote it already. We've got Troy and Tanya coming on. Give us a wave. Oh dear, I've made a mistake, haven't I? Definitely made a mistake. So they're going to be coming on a little bit later. They're going to be giving us an update of what's happening over their side of the mountain, the Prezza side of the mountain. We were going to have another couple on as well for the Meet the Home Buyers, but unfortunately they had to pull out last moment. So we're going to be doing them probably in a couple of weeks' time. But I'm sure it'll be good to catch up with Troy and Tanya and find out what they're doing. They've been doing some works on their house and one thing or another. So that's going to be in about 25 minutes time. Gary, ciao from Castelvecchio Subequo via Michigan. Well, there you go. And strangely enough, we're going to be talking about Castelvecchio as well. Good to hear from you, Gary. We're going to be talking about Castelvecchio shortly because I've got a couple of things. Well, I'm just very excited. Very, very excited. We were up there yesterday. And I'll tell you in a short while. I've got other things to say first. What's it? Buonasera from your newest neighbour in Palombaro. Who's that? Why can't I see the name? Tony, I can't. Tony, the producer. Are you there?
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. No idea.
Who's that from?
PW.
Who can that be? P Daddy. P Daddy? No, I don't know.
PW.
You need to write your name. I can't even guess who that is. So give me a first name and I know it is, but buonasera anyway. So there you go. I'm sure Tony will let us know what's what. Okay, so we've got this evening, our new thing, which is the what's it called? It's the Italian word of the week. Oh yes, we didn't forget it. Big shout out to Duncan as well. I'm sure it was Duncan that came up with that idea, and I do like that, so we'll be keeping the Italian word of the week. Then we've got stunning photo of the week. We've got cheesy cheering of the week. And we've also got Domenico's back, so we've got Tony and Domenico's tongue twisting trials. Tone, it's like it's Pat and Dad. Of course it is. I know who it is now. And we haven't seen them yet. They've moved in. They haven't even come to see me yet.
No. Well, yeah, you'd probably still be hiding behind your door, weren't you, Batman? So.
Yeah. Are we going to tell that story? Anyway, Pat and Diana, nice to see from you. I will. We're going to have to get together. We're going to have a meal soon, definitely. Why did you have to bring the bat up?
I just thought people should actually know.
I was going to get into the conversation of tonight's thing, and now you sort of put me off now thinking about that. So your story is going to be slightly different to my story. I'll tell it. I'll say it. But the other night we had a little bit of a scare, me and Silvana. But one of us was very brave, very brave.
Silvana.
So when I don't know if I actually told you what happened. So I was in the kitchen. Unusually for us, it was after midnight. We've been watching this series and we're quite hooked on it. And so from our kitchen to head upstairs, you sort of the staircase twists a little bit, so you disappear after 5 steps. So Silvana started to go upstairs. I was getting a glass of water, and it was water. And then I heard her sort of make a strange shouty type, oh my God type, whatever sort of, not scream, but so the first thing I'm thinking.
That was you, that was.
So the first thing I'm thinking is because we live in a quiet place, as you know, Tom. We never touched wood, never had any problems, and I thought I've never heard a sound like that before. So I'm thinking, well, I need a weapon. So I'm heading knife drawer, looking for anything, just to have something in. No idea what she found round the corner of the stairs, and then she said there was a bat in the house. So, as Tony knows, bats are not my favorite. Anything small, bats, mice, anything that I just can't cope with it. I just can't. I think it's like, you know that what is it? Is it elephants that don't like mice?
Well, yeah, good. Yeah, quite a good analogy.
Analogy, thanks. So obviously this little bat, I don't know how it got in, found its way in, and it was stuck to this picture we've got in the hallway, and I just can't cope with things like that. Just cannot. I'd rather find a bear. Or maybe not a human, but a bear or a wolf or something like that. I'd rather see that in the house than a bat. So, but anyway, one of us had to step up and be brave and eventually get it out. So Silvana did. While I was holding the door of the kitchen at the same time. I was
you was behind the door, screaming like a little 6-year-old girl in pigtails.
Well, I was at the other side of the door. I did say to Silvana, I'm not putting too much pressure on, so she needs to get in. She's only got to shove it.
I get a call at 12:30 at night.
I know.
Tony, are you doing anything?
The thing is, I have two choices. There's our next door neighbour who normally I would call on for things like that, but he's not been so well recently, so I didn't want to ring him. Then there's our other friend Mark, who looks after people's holiday homes and does some work with us as well, key holding and stuff like that. I thought I would ring him because he's just down the road. But his wife being in hospital, I thought he's just going to think 12:30 at night, something's wrong, and be stressed out. So I thought, which other weird person likes flying things? And obviously I thought of you. But anyway, thanks for your help. You didn't come, did you? So
well, I was putting my shoes on because you were screaming. So and then you text, oh no, Silvana's sorted it all out.
It's such a
you said while you was holding the door. Silvana sorted it all out.
I just can't handle things like that. I said, but I stated my case. I said to her, look, I can't do it. If you want to, you can. If not, I'll ring the fire brigade. and then followed it up with, I'll sell the house first before I have to go near that. So, anyway,
what a brave little boy you were, David.
I know. So there you go. Got absolutely nothing to do with Italy or buying property or anything else, but there you go. Tone, yes. What we're doing? Oh, it's not your
idea.
Thing. Let me just get rid of you first. Okay, well there you go. Let's jump into it. We are going to do, as I said, Troy and Tanya's going to come on shortly, give us some updates. Let's quickly get on with things. I want to just show you this area that I was in yesterday. I have mentioned it before, but I want to talk a little bit about it because it's absolutely incredible. And also for you to keep an eye out for this week's property video, which will be shown on Patreon tomorrow. So let's get on with, let's do the word of the week. I think all these photographs are all out of sync, Tom. These are, why have I got this on here? Let me just have a look. Here we go. I mean, this is good to have this because, oh yeah, this is about the tours. And of course, yeah, we've got the tours next week. Completely forgetting about we have the May tour. It's the final one of the first part of the year. So we're really looking forward to that. Anybody watching that is due to come on the tour next week, don't worry that the WhatsApp group has not been set up yet. That's just me. I'm always late with the WhatsApp groups. I don't know why, but don't worry. I've got everybody's responded to emails. So if you have sent me an email saying, yes, Dave, we're definitely coming, you should have all had that email from me explaining some of the bits. But we will be going ahead with the tour as planned. There's no problems whatsoever. And the WhatsApp group will be set up by this weekend. So Dave would rather find a Domenico down the cellar than a bat. Yeah, that was a... Yeah. I'm saying nothing. I probably would actually, to be fair, Darren. But there you go. I am a bit of a wimp. I will admit it. It was, if you had a video camera in our house that moment, I can't remember what night it was. I think we'd have got a lot of views on the video channel. I was pathetic. if I do say so myself. Okay, so yeah, the tour group next week. If you are planning on coming on one of our tours, then why not join some of our autumn dates? They're still available, and once I find them on here, Tony, if I could take over the screen a second. Oh, we've got somebody on the tour there. Looking forward to seeing you, and we're looking forward to seeing you as well. Here we go. Autumn tour date, September 24th and 25th, and October 22nd and 23rd. I know a lot of people are concerned about traveling and things like that with all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world, but what can we do? We have to just carry on with life, can't we? Just that's just the way it is. But hopefully, we do have plenty of space on those tours. Hopefully, we're going to see some of you on there. The other thing we've got then is, let's show you another few pictures of the tour. So that one was in Prezza, which is where Troy and Tanya, that's coming on shortly, that's where their place is. And no doubt they've been in that bar the last few days that they've been here. Here's the group in Faro San Martino. This is the last tour that we had. Again, Penepiedimonte. This is also in Prezza, taking the group up to see a couple of houses. We have lots of fun. Then we go and visit things like the Green River in Faro San Martino. The funny thing with this photograph is I've no idea who half of these people are on the photograph. I don't even know why I took it, but there you go. It must have been tourists just gate crashing the tour. Here's the gang then in Popoli, where we usually kick the tour off, and this is the restaurant at Palombaro that we tend to go on the Friday, Leonardo's restaurant. So it's always a great end to the tour. But they are really, people love them, thankfully, and it's a great way to meet people and in the same boat as you, looking for properties and all that kind of thing. So it's yeah. Just book, go onto the website, www.homeinitaly.com, and jump on there, jump on the tour page and book your autumn tour. Unless you do want to come next week, maybe you're in Italy already and you do want to come. I do have probably 2 spaces on the bus. So if anybody is here in Italy and you do want to join us, send us a message, info@homeinitaly.com, or just go onto the tour page and book the space for next week. Okay, so let's start with I'm going to bring Tony on for this because I want to see if he can pronounce this one.
Oh, thank you.
So this is Italian word of the week.
Yeah.
So this one was going to be useful. Last week's, can you remember last week's? But you can't. No. Yeah. No, thanks. Well, that went down well. So last week's we told you what the little metal bit is. That's where. Oh, I'm not even going into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can you remember?
I can remember. I don't know what the word was.
Thanks. I'm glad you were listening. So this week's Italian word, and you hear this quite a lot, and it's this one.
Wow.
So this is contemporaneamente. Contemporaneamente. So that's this week's Italian word. Do you know what that means, Tom?
Contemporaneous. Something Lee. No. Contempt.
No.
Contempt.
But you were on the. You were good. Why did you say something Lee?
Because it's got menti at the end, so it's always ly.
Oh, very good, Tom. That surprised me. So contemporaneamente means simultaneously.
Simultaneously. Ah.
There you go. And it's just a word that sticks into my mind because Silvana always used to apparently pronounce it wrong, and the kids would just keep saying it over and over and over. Silvana would say it, the kids would say it, Silvana would say it, and it's stuck in my mind forever. You do hear it a fair amount here. So contemporaneamente is this week's Italian word of the week, which means simultaneously. I told you it would be absolutely useless words, but who cares? Let's do stunning photo of the week. Stunning photo of the week was sent in by Nada from Capistrano, the better part of Mark and Nada, and she snapped a great photo. Mark always tries to take good photographs, and to be honest with you, the fairly average Marks. I don't know if he's on tonight. Is he on, Tony? Have you seen any? No doubt he'll have a comment to say. But Nada's definitely beat him for the photo of the week, and here it is. A fantastic. Let me get rid of. I'm a little bit too big on this sound. There you go. Why is that like that? I'm not doing it justice. There. A fabulous photo from Nada. of Capistrano at night time. There you go. Great photo. Thank you very much, Nathan, for sending that in. I will give Mark's average photo photos of about a 6 out of 10, 5.5, 6. I'm going to give you a 9 for that one. I like the lighting, and that's your garden underneath as well, isn't it? So yeah, I'll give you a 9 for that, definitely. Thank you very much for sending that in. Remember, if any of you do have some photographs, it doesn't have to be from Abruzzo or Italy. It can be anywhere in the world, as long as it's a stunning photo. That's all that matters. I want to come. That is, I can't read that either. I think I need to stop wearing my glasses. If you do want to come, then jump on the website in www.homeowners.com, click on tours, and the May one is still available to book. So it will be fantastic if you come along. Even though I can't read the name, I may already know you, or you may have already bought somewhere. But there you go. Sorry, Tone. I'm on a small screen at the front. I need to change things around in this office. Anyway, we have now got it's that time. It's that time. See, I'm trying to rush things on now because I need to start moving. You're talking too much again, Tony. You're keeping me. You know. Are you ready? So this is
as ready as I should ever be.
This is Domenico. Somebody's ringing me.
Domenico.
No, somebody from Bergamo. This is telesales. That's what that is. So this is Domenico and Tony's tongue twisting trials. For those new to the live stream, Tony, I've given them a quote from a famous film, and I think I'm about 8-0 up, aren't I, up to now? This year.
In your dreams.
It's a quote from a famous film that Tony is going to say in his best Italian, and then later in the show, Domenico is going to come in his best English and see if anybody can guess it. So no guessing now.
Come on,
Tony, I'm going to send. Oh, hold on a second. I'm not with it tonight. Here we go. I may end up sending you. If I send you the English one, just ignore that, obviously, because I can't see which one. Here we go. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to study it, and then you're going to say it in your best Italian. But I want an Italian accent this time. So not just you don't just sound like a Lincolnshire man reading Italian. You got to sound like a Kazakh reading Italian.
Italian Kazakh English man.
A Lincolnshire Kazakh man. Are you ready?
In Italian.
Are you ready?
Yeah, so, go on. I'm not really ready, so yeah.
David Palladino's probably listening now just to see if he can guess it. Anyway, Dave, go for it. Dave, why am I saying Dave? I'm thinking of David Palladino. Tony.
Me. Oh, okay.
Best Italian, go for it.
Ok. Qual è la prima cosa che impara un attore? Lo spettacolo deve continuare con la pioggia, con il sole, con la neve, con la gradine. Lo spettacolo deve continuare.
I'll give you a 4 out of 10 for that.
Ah.
Not his best one, granted. If anybody get David Palladino, if you're listening, if you get that one, then it's going to have to be a free glass of wine for you at some point, because that's going to be impossible. But anyway, that's Domenico and Tony's tongue twisting trials. Domenico's coming on later. He will say it in English and then see if you can guess it. Okay, so I want to quickly before. Hi Dave, we'll be with you next week. Duncan, Mr. Word of the Week. Oh, Duncan, so you're actually coming on the tours. Oh, that's fantastic. There you go. Well, there you go. Looking forward to that. Okay, so we can take Domenico and Tony's tongue twisting trials off now if you like, Tony, whenever you're ready. Anyway, as I was saying, before Troy and Tanya come on, I just want to pinch another 10 minutes just to talk about the videos that I did yesterday in the new areas that we're going into, because I'm really am excited about the new areas. Now, we have sold one property and another one that's sort of going through, that is usually a regular on the show, maybe watching today. And I want to pronounce his name as because it's spelt Wojtek. and I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And if it's not, then I apologize. Usually it's on here now, but it's an area close to Raiano. It's called Castelvecchio Subacqueo. And within that area, there's a number of towns within sort of a valley, because you've got the Val di Peligna where Raiano, all of these places are. And then you go at the back of Raiano, 10 minutes out of the way, up into the mountain, and you've got another valley up there, and I absolutely love it up there. And I know Gary that you saw that wrote a message on earlier. He bought the first place that we sold in Castelvecchio Subacqueo, which was a beautiful stone property that they have to work on. That's going to be fantastic in the little historical centre. And the first time I went there, I loved it, and then didn't go back for a long time, and then went again when we picked up the house that Gary bought, and loved it even more. And yesterday went up again, and it always helps with the spring colours and all that sort of stuff. But it is just a stunning area. I just know it's going to be a hotspot place for us. 10 minutes if you drive an F1 car. No, I did, honestly, Gary, I did intend driving nice and gently from I don't think I went below 200 kilometers. No, I didn't. I drove it fairly steadily. Anyway, but it is just such an amazing area up there. It really is, and I'm really excited about some of the properties we've got up there. And so I wanted to show you first of all where it is on the map, because we are still keeping all our usual areas, but occasionally we'll add ones to it. And this one is going to be a big one for me, because I just think it deserves to have places sold there, because it's fantastic. So let me just show you where it is. First of all, let me share my screen. Google Maps, share. Okay, I need to move it onto this page to start with. Let me just do this. Hopefully you can see Tony. Just give me the thumbs up. I'm presuming you can see that. Yeah, no problem at all. Okay, so this is obviously the map of Italy. Abruzzo is this area where hopefully you can see my little white arrow. So the areas we deal with at the moment, as you know, are Casoli, Faro San Martino, Lama di Peligna. We've just also added Monte Tenedromo, which that's going to be a regular as well. We went there last week. Absolutely stunning. Got two amazing properties there. One will be shown next week. Such a unique place. I mean, even from the little picture you see there, incredible little place. So I'm excited about there as well. So Penepiedi, Monte Palombaro, Faro San Martino, Lama di Peligna, Casoli, all the places that you've heard before. So that's the Maiella side of the mountain. Then obviously we have Sulmona, Corfino, Raiano. You've heard of all these in this area. So looking at, also I better give a mention to Vittorito as well, and Popoli. So all of this area we're already working a lot in. So there's Prezza there, where Troy and Tanya, who are going to be coming on shortly, are at the moment. And so if you look at Raiano, and out of the back of Raiano, you get this road here that takes you up onto this higher valley, and it is this valley here. And Castelvecchio is the place where we've started in, where we started our work in. And then there's places like we've just sold, or it's going through, in Rocca Pretoro, which is up here. And we have Castelvecchio, and from there you have Galliano Aterno, you have Casteldieri, you have another one which is here, Goriano. All these places they're just stunning, this whole valley. Just to give you an idea of some of the countryside. So coming up out the back of Raiano, when you start to climb up, this is a fantastic. This did this to me last time. I don't know why it doesn't go on a full screen. Hopefully you can see this. Let me just move around, start to see some of the views of the Val di Peligna. But this road is a fantastic road that takes you up there. And once you get to this side and you start heading towards Castelvecchio, I don't know if some of you saw the other day, I did a live, and I did it from round about here-ish, I think. I don't know why it's doing a small screen. That's a little bit annoying. Let me see if I can move myself out of the way. No, that doesn't help. You're just going to have to just try and just try and bear with me. But the roads are excellent up to Castelvecchio, which is this place here. And we've been concentrating a little bit here at Castelvecchio. We are going to be going to other towns as well. And then other areas, which I was just talking to Tony about before we came on here. You can actually, from here, head in this direction right up into the national park and head to places like Rocca di Mezzo and Ovindoli. Now, I've never been to these areas, but I've heard they are really stunning areas. There's skiing up in this part in Campo Felice, which, again, I've not been up there. And I'm going to do a bit of a road trip here because Rocca di Mezzo and Ovindoli look fantastic. And doing a quick scan on Google Maps from Castelvecchio to Rocca di Mezzo is half an hour. That's according to Google Maps. So driving like me, maybe a little bit quicker. But these areas, believe me, are really, really special. And I'm so excited to start showing some of these places off because, yeah, they're just absolutely amazing places. So let me just show you a couple of pictures just to whet your appetite. Here we go. So this was just outside Castelvecchio. This is just as we were coming in. And as you notice there's a couple of cranes there. There's so much government money that's gone into this town. And the way they've been restoring the buildings here is completely different to other towns that have had funds from the government, from the regional councils to do the towns up, because they've been keeping a lot of the buildings still in stone. They've not done all of them, but they've revealed stone and left them as stone, which is it's very, very rare to find now when it's government funds, because they want them to do the plaster work on the outside with certain things in it and then plaster it. Whereas Castelvecchio is a little bit different. And this was yesterday. This is where I did the live stream. I mean, look at the scenery from here. This is just before you get into the town. There's even a train station, not in the town. It's a couple of kilometers out. But it's the train station then runs on to Sulmona. It actually even goes to Umbria as well, which is just amazing. The road down to the train station is fantastic. So you've got an e-bike if you don't want to drive. There's also a bus service there. I would always say to have your own car in these sorts of places, but the services are there, and the train station is there, and there's a train station in the next town along as well. I just want to show you a couple more pictures. So this is going back to this one. If we look to the left of this picture and round the side of the hill, you just get glimpses of the next town. I think this one is Goriano. I'm not sure. But there just seems to be every 5 or 10 minutes a hilltop town, and they're so picturesque. And I don't know, I'm really, really genuinely excited about this, just to be able to add it to all the other areas that we're dealing. And this is an example of the historical centre that's been restored. Look how beautiful they've done some of these stone buildings. I'm really excited about what the town's going to be. And I've spoken to somebody from the council and the architect there, and a couple of other people that have told me all the plans they've got for this place and what it's going to look like. And to me, this is money well spent, government money well spent, rather than just plastering over everything. I think they're doing an amazing job here. This is the road up from Raiano, so it's a fantastic road. It's a beautiful, beautiful drive down there. And we're actually going to take, weather permitting, the weather looks great, we're going to show this area for the first time on the tours next week, because we've got some fantastic properties there, and we just want to take people up, because we're not really going to miss out much, because we're still going to do the usual suspects, but we're going to include Castelvecchio, and I'm really excited to take the group up there for the first time. So yeah, any of you watching, this is going to be hopefully weather, and I'm only saying weather permitting, not because the roads are bad, but I want you to see it in its full glory. And hopefully the weather's going to hold out for you to be able to experience the kind of experience I had yesterday. This is one of the properties I did a video of. This is going to be Saturday's property video. It's going to be out on Patreon tomorrow. This is just an incredible dream property. It's part of a palazzo. I don't usually do this, but I just wanted to just give you a little insight into it. Look at the features in this place. And this is going to be somebody's kitchen dining room. And believe it or not, this place, the entire building's been completely restored, and inside are all brand new electrics, all brand new plumbing. It's all good. The only thing it needs is windows, double glazed Daves. And this one, I would put another bathroom in there if you wanted, but there's already one there. But windows are the main thing, and a kitchen. But just look at the features on this place. I was really excited once we'd done this, and I can't. It actually made some of the. I was going to put a different property on Saturday, but I decided to jump the queue. Scott is flying to Rome tomorrow. We'll be on the tour next week. Really looking forward to meeting you, Scott. And then look at the lounge area as well in this place. Look how the way this has been restored. They've kept all the old features, which is amazing, but then got all the modern stuff behind the white plasterboard. Just look how incredible. Look at the floors. It's absolutely stunning, this place. And this is one of the bedrooms. Again, the features are just mind-blowing. They really are. And then you even get a terrace off this one as well, with beautiful views. And again, you can see in the distance on the left, halfway up the photograph, that's the edge of one town. In the distance, that's another town. Let me just see what other photographs. This again is a photograph looking out the side window, looking a bit over part of the town. Just an absolutely incredible property. So look out for that on Saturday. It will be with Patreons tomorrow at 3 p.m. If you're not on Patreon, maybe a good time to join them. We've got some amazing properties coming up in Castelvecchio, but also in Monte Nero Domo, which is another area that I'm really excited to show you. So keep your eye on the work we're going to do there. And the reason why I'm pushing it a lot is because it is a new area. I know everybody is used to all the other areas now that we cover, but I'm really excited. Really, genuinely am. About starting work in that area. It's going to be something really special. Okay, so that's the sales pitch out of the way. I suppose we better bring our guests on now, aren't we? Let's hope they're still there and they've not fallen to sleep. Let's bring on Troy and Tanya. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you guys doing? You okay?
Oh, excellent.
Superb. So when did you get back? When did you get back to Prezza?
May 13th, we arrived back in Prezza. So we've been here a week.
A week today.
It's amazing how you just look so chilled out now you've been here for a week. Is that the alcohol? Is it?
I'm driving. This is iced tea. I'm driving tonight.
Oh, you're on iced tea. That's a shame. Where are you going tonight?
Pizza 800 down in the village.
Oh, just down the bottom there. Just walk down. It'll be okay. The walk back up.
No, there's no walking down there, Dave.
The walk down is not a problem. It's the coming back up is the issue.
It is a bit of an issue, definitely. But it's absolutely brilliant to see you guys again. Even though Troy, we see you a little bit too much on our live streams, but we'll say nothing about that. Let's talk a little bit about Prezza. I know it's been a bit of a start on with some of the properties that we had. I've got a couple of photographs of Prezza before we start looking at some of the work you've done in your property. Tell us about it. It's a small village, isn't it? But tell us about it.
It is a small village. The photo that you're showing right now is right off of the piazza, looking up into one of the older parts of the village, right outside the bar Agora. We left the bar Agora just before we came up here.
Yeah, when you messaged us, we were actually down for.
We were down there at the piazza.
Having a drink.
Yeah. So
sorry for disturbing you. Sorry for disturbing your drink.
No problem.
Can you actually see your property from here? It's not this one, is it?
All right. So
Do you see the town hall? Yeah, yep. Right there. That's the terrace there.
That's our terrace. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, this one there that I'm putting the little cursor.
That's the terrace.
Fantastic.
So we have the view of the valley. We also have a view of the piazza. So we know what's going on everywhere.
So I mean, obviously, this is this is coming up to Prezza, because it's sort of split in two, the village, isn't it? There's the main town
you
on
know
one
what?
hill.
I was saying to Troy the other night, it's almost like it's split into almost 3 or 4, like just there's little,
Valleys and then up onto more property on the other side.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but there are 2 main areas, but there's also little wings of
Houses.
houses on
Because
other
the
beaches.
historical centre where you are, you're quite high up on this photo on the right hand side. We probably can't quite get to you, but on this photo, then on the left is another little section, isn't it? And then there's a few people that's bought, a few expats that's bought. Have you met
Yeah, I
anybody?
was going to say you've sold a few houses up there too. So
Yeah. Have you met anybody from the other side of the valley yet?
no, we haven't.
Actually, we met Julia, and I don't think she bought through you, but we've met a few people over there.
Excellent. So there's a few at that side. I think there's somebody coming as well in the next few days. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. So, but it is beautifully located, Prezza, because it seems like it's in the middle of nowhere. I want to try and just show the view. This is not from yours, but yours is a similar view, isn't it, to this?
Yes.
That's a few doors down where that picture was taken from.
Yeah. So just to get it into perspective, because again, it looks like from certain pictures that you take of it, like this one, it looks like it's in the middle of the mountains, nowhere near anything. Yet the reality is below you. You're going to a pizzeria somewhere down here at the bottom, aren't you, tonight? Then, but the bridge that's in the middle of the photo is the main motorway that takes you to Rome. And then I think this one is Pratola, what I'm going around now. And that's obviously you can pick up the coaches and things like that to get to Rome. What would you say? I know we've had this discussion with you before, but when people are looking at these small towns and like these small towns, but they're worried they're going to be too isolated, what would you say to them?
No, you're not isolated at all.
No, exactly. People drop over all the time and have a glass of wine and so forth with us, and it's everything we need. We have multiple grocery stores nearby. We have there's a new sports field and pool just down at the bottom of the hill, recreation center that's opening for the season in the next week or two. There's more festas. There's festas constantly here. In fact, the 30th and 31st is the Artichoke Festival.
Oh, is that I did a video at that time of year. That's that looked really good. Were you here for that last year? You were there for Halloween, weren't you?
No,
We did Halloween, and this year is going to be our first year with the Artichoke Festival.
But in terms of other communities, so Raiano is maybe 10 minutes. Pratola, again, about 10-15 minutes. Salmona is about 20 minutes away. And those are all relatively large communities. Well, where we're from, I mean, we're from rural Nova Scotia, the east coast of Canada. So these towns would be considered the largest town, even where we're from. So we are within close proximity to any service that we would need. So certainly not isolated at all.
I think when people
Unless you're following Apple Maps trying to find the Tigre in Raiano. It keeps changing as where the Tigre is.
True story.
Yep. We ended up going to the Conad last night.
So when people see, I mean, this is from one of the tours we did there a couple of years ago. You see these little antique villages like this. So obviously this is where you live. But if somebody said to you, okay, if you want to do a big shop, as we say in England, and you need to go to a supermarket, you need to get everything in, how far are you away from that? What would you say to them?
15 minutes.
Okay.
Well, it's interesting you asked that question, Dave, because I was saying to Troy the other day, like, I have not figured out how to shop efficiently in the area yet. Like, we're used to, like, say, the big stores like Walmart, where you can go in and you can get your groceries and you can get your, your apparel, you can get your towels and sheets and all of that. We can get all of that in Pratola or in Salmona, but just figuring out where to go to get those things. So all of those things are close by, but figuring out where to go to get those things has been the challenge.
I remember somebody saying to me years ago, it was another English guy that moved here, and he said, He said Italy is a nation of shopkeepers, and he said which is true, because in the past, if you wanted to buy, like the big supermarkets, you could buy groceries and you could buy towels, as you say, you can buy electric items, you can buy. In the past, that was never the case in Italy. You couldn't. The big supermarkets didn't exist. If you wanted to buy a TV, you went to a TV shop. Not necessarily even an electrical shop. You would have somebody that knew everything about TVs and video recorders of the time and all of that kind of stuff. And then if you wanted a hat, you would go to a shop that sells hats and just that. And I think coming from the UK and possibly where you are as well, when you see individual shops, you think they're going to be way overpriced, and they're not. It's going to be, but it's not like that here, is it? You can go into some of the smaller shops.
That's not my experience. That's not our experience at all. We went the other day and bought a coffee maker and a vacuum, and I was gobsmacked at how cheap it was.
Yeah.
And not only that, like where we're from, you might be lucky to get a 30-day to a year-long warranty on an appliance, but it was warranted for 2 years, and with a little tag on the box that this item is guaranteed to be repairable at a moderate price for 15 years.
Yeah.
So things seem to be built flat here.
I'm sure some people are going to be saying that, so give us an example of what you would normally pay for something like what you bought at home and what you paid here, if you don't mind sharing that info, just to give people an idea.
The coffee maker we purchased the other day was a cheap one. So it was what, 49 euros?
Yeah.
49 euros. So that equivalent coffee maker in Canada would be probably $80 to $90.
Really?
Canadian.
Yeah.
So, so I would, how would you
Close 70 euros.
65 to 70 euros.
Right. So around about 20%, maybe even more. So shopping in general, grocery. I mean, obviously there are the bigger supermarkets. You head towards the bigger towns, the bigger centers. You do get the huge supermarkets where you can literally buy everything, and especially if you head towards the airport and some of the bigger centers. But I mean, grocery shopping again, compared to where you are, what would you say?
There.
Groceries are far cheaper here.
Beef is comparable to what we would spend in Canada. Things like Coke, some of those packaged products are comparable to the price here to what you would pay in Canada. But produce,
Chicken's cheaper.
chicken is cheaper, fish is cheaper, which is funny because we come from a fishing province. But yeah, a lot of what we buy every day is significantly cheaper here.
And very important, the wines are cheaper.
It can be a little bit too cheap, kind of the wine. So
yeah.
And what about going out? Obviously, you're going out for a pizza tonight. Are you going with anybody that we know? Are you going on your own or?
No, we were actually out with Mary and Gary from Maine, who hit it back.
Yeah.
We went to a winery yesterday, did a wine tasting with them, and tonight we're going to head down to just us down to Pizza 800. But I'm quite sure there'll be more people down there we know from the village and stuff like that. And
yeah. So in terms then of going out for a pizza, so you're going out for a pizza tonight. What would you expect to pay here, and what would and I don't want to make this all about money, but just to give people an idea, what would you expect to pay tonight, and what would you think you would pay back where you are from?
I would say, well, we recently went out to dinner to an Italian restaurant
In Halifax.
We paid $210 Canadian out the door with the tip. And it wasn't even close to what we'd get for a full meal here. And we'd probably pay, using Canadian again, we might pay 60 Canadian here and that would include our wine. I'll give you an idea, the glass of wine we had in Halifax was $28 for a glass of wine. Versus
what's that in euro? What's that in euros? Because it's the Canadian dollars.
14,
no, maybe even a little higher.
So double and more the price.
Yeah, double or triple or quadruple the price compared to a glass of wine here at a restaurant.
Yeah, yeah. Incredible. Says Tanya just while she's.
I'm enjoying my economical wine while I can.
Exactly. And we're taking back the max limit we can through customs.
Superb. So I also, while I was looking through some photographs, I dug out a photograph from, and I noticed that Bridget wrote on. I think she wrote a comment on because she'd seen that you were on here, and it must have been the tour that they were on, because I see them in this photograph, and we were just heading to your house, and I found this. I don't know if I showed you this before. Here we go. So yeah, the tour group was heading down there. So obviously your property, just for people to know, is you can't see the full thing on here, but it's not the tall yellow one. It's the one down from that, but then it's the building to the left as well, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
Your one. And then I found another photograph. In fact, Rob's there. Rob and Bridget. That's Rob sort of on the right hand side and Bridget behind. But then we've got. Hold on a second. Let me just find that. Yeah, that was on your balcony as well. So, so again, you're seeing part of your house. So that's yours. I mean, you can already see in the background the amazing views that you've got. But then, as I say, from your front door, it then goes to the left as well, doesn't it? And it drops. And it drops down.
Yes.
It drops down for the entrances into the cantinas.
Yeah.
Superb. So talking about the house a little bit, you've had some work done. You get a photo. I really like the colour you've chosen for the house. I really do. I was going to ask you today, because this day must have been a bit of a grey day, because I was going to ask you to take another photograph higher up the steps, and I completely forgot. Prezza is quite a colourful village, isn't it? People tend to choose oranges and yellows and red, and I really like. Yeah. I really like what you've done to your house. So let's go back. This is the house as it was. 1 second, and this is it now.
That's it.
They've done a great job. They've done a really good job, and I'd love to see it in sunshine and sort of. You're gonna have to take another photograph for us and send it from higher up the steps so we can see all the other houses around. Was it a local that did it?
Yes,
it was our man Tony here in the village, and that's a new balcony as well. Because that other picture with everybody on that balcony, you're pushing your luck, maybe.
So they completely replaced the balcony, yeah.
Yes.
Did the balcony, and then he came inside. He said, "Oh, there's some plastic." He did more than what was. I go, "Do you want more for this?" No, we're good. Just simple stuff. He did some plaster work and stuff inside. He's completed all that. He still has some sanding he's going to come back and do after we're gone. But he's going to have a full look on it. Now with us, he's also the cyclone left us. Armenia left us a little. We got a little bit of water in the house from the winds and stuff. Tony did the emergency repair on it and stuff. No biggie, and he's just going to do a full roof check for us as well.
Yeah.
But that cyclone, 300 millimeters of rain.
It was. It's happened to a lot of people. It's happened to my mother and father-in-law as well. And even though it's rained after that, nothing's come through. It's nothing.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, we're bone dry. We're bone dry.
Yeah, I think it's just literally just got in areas. It was a very strange time. You weren't here for that. No, that was April when that happened. I've never experienced. Speaking to everybody in the area, I've not spoken to one that can remember anything like that. It didn't rain sort of really heavy, but it just didn't stop for 3 days. Literally,
it just kept going.
Yeah, just literally didn't stop, and it put 3 meters of snow on the mountains. I've never seen any. I mean, I've been coming here 20 odd years and lived here all these years, and I've never seen anything like it. But yeah, it seems to have found its way into some roofs, and but hopefully it's not a big problem anyway. Hopefully you'll get that.
He figures we just need some tiles cleaned, like in a couple of spots on our roof. It looks like a garden, literally.
Yeah. Usually what they'll do is they'll go up there
and rearranged.
Yeah, rearrange a few times. That's usually where it is. And then when everybody says to me, "Why is there rocks on top of the roof?" What you'll find is they'll probably take a few rocks up there with him and just place them in places where it looks like tiles may start to lift again. And that's the reason why they do it. So, but yeah, no, it's looking fantastic, the house. I think it's a great color that you've gone for there, definitely. So just to explain to people, obviously you've got the entrance door and the sort of the top 2 floors, if you like, is one part of the house.
Yeah.
And then to the left, down at the bottom there, that's a completely different section, isn't it? So I'm going to show the main house because I think it's great. Some of the subtle works that you've done. Oh, this first, I wanted to ask you about this because you sent me this photograph. Did you find this in the house?
We found this in the house. That is the front doorstep of Via Antica 15 in 1955. Around circa. That is Irma. She was the one we actually bought from in her first Holy Communion outfit, and we assume it's her mother. The doors changed. If you notice, it's an arch door. We now have a straight door. I don't think there was a balcony above it, but we actually confirmed with Enzo up at Presidium Winery. He got a copy of this photo. He loved it so much, but he confirmed that is our front door from circa 1955. It's absolutely our
definitely
door.
the front door then. It's definitely because I know you said you weren't sure because when I looked at it, obviously the square window is still there, isn't it? The archways.
There wasn't a balcony up there, so what happened was they readjusted the door so the balcony could go in.
Of course, yeah. That's a great find, though, isn't it? So this window down here, then that must be. Is that? Oh yeah, no, the window's still there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the window's there. Yeah. That's it there.
That's fantastic to find something like that. I do love these old photographs because and I love the way. I mean, the first Holy Communion, she actually looks like she's floating on that photograph.
I think, yeah.
But you know, obviously, you can see that. You know, without sounding disrespectful, you can see that they don't look like they have sort of. I hate saying this, a lot of money looking at the sort of surroundings and the rest of it, or the times were really hard just after the war and the rest of it. But yet, the dresses and the bags and the head thing and everything that goes with the Holy Communion, it doesn't matter how poor somebody potentially is or not. The Holy Communion is just a huge thing, isn't it? But what a fantastic photograph. So, have you put that up somewhere in the house?
Oh yeah, we have it in the house.
It's actually a teeny tiny little like 2x3 photo.
Yeah, it's very small.
Really?
So, we have a number of photos that we found. So we're gonna do like a shadow box kind of thing with a collection of the photos just in one frame.
Excellent, great photo. So just walking through. I mean, I remember doing the video on this property. Again, subtle changes that you've done, but it looks absolutely fantastic. It looks this as soon as you walk through the door. You've really, it just looks like home now. It looks fantastic.
It feels like home.
It is home.
Yeah. Do you class it as? Do you feel like it really is home now?
Oh yeah. Oh, very much so. Yeah. We always say our hearts will always be where our children are, but our home is in Italy.
Superb. So then just to explain to people, obviously directly to the left from here is a bathroom, and then the door that's on the left on this photograph is the kitchen area. Straight through, we'll show some pictures of that shortly. That used to be a bedroom, didn't it? Then there was a bedroom upstairs, then one bedroom upstairs.
Correct.
And then you've got that amazing terrace on there. So let's have a little look into the door on the left, which is the. Oh no, you sent me this photograph. Are these things you found in the house, or are these things?
All over the cantina.
Right. Superb. Great. I wonder why you sent me that photograph. I guess that must have been. But it is. I mean, I know sometimes people leave a lot of rubbish and things behind, but it's a shame when I've gone to a house where people have said, "No, I want it completely cleared out," and you go back, it's lost a little bit of its soul. And I think it's actually quite nice to say, no, you can leave. And yeah, you may be throwing things away for the next 10 years, but you also get some great little things from previous owners, don't you? And again, it just keeps the house, I don't know, it keeps the memories going in the house, doesn't it? Which I know you didn't know these people, but I think it's a great thing to do. Going into this is looking back then at the living area, going into the kitchen. You've not really, I wouldn't say you've changed a great deal in here, have you?
We just added some storage, gotten creative with some of the stuff that was still in the house to create some additional counter space. But yeah, just bought a couple of appliances to make the kitchen work the way that we want it to work. And yeah, I mean, it's very much the same kitchen that was in the video that you showed, Dave.
Right.
just with a couple of additions.
Now somebody's just put, imagine if someone did that with that house with the creepy doll on the bed. Ha ha, they've put. So are you going to say it or am I going to say it? Because what this person doesn't know is that Bob Sullivan, I think it says, is this is one of the houses with
the creepy doll on the bed.
This is Creepy Doll. I was actually going to bring up Creepy Doll just to say hi.
I know, and I've got a photograph. I wasn't gonna. It's just it's crazy that Bob's written that. Anyway, we will show that show because I think there was 2 or 3. But I think yours was the original Creepy Doll one, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So, but again, looking at this kitchen, when I go into houses to do videos, and in the past, I'm going to say something that I'm going to say it because it's true. In the past, we sold mainly to Brits. And Brits would usually go into a property, and even though they wouldn't like rustic things and things like that, usually kitchens take straight out, do things new again. What I'm finding with American market and Canadian market is people use what's there, and to me it just works. It just looks great. Again, there's no need when sometimes when I do videos and in the back of my mind I'm thinking, does somebody just want to rip everything out, put a new kitchen in, and all the rest of it? But sometimes there's no point, is there? They just look great as they are, and why not leave it as it is? So was all of that was the original? I mean, some of the kitchens that because they're all like sort of individual units, aren't they? That they have and then just put together to make the kitchen. So if I remember right, and I think you sent me a photograph, there was a piece of furniture to the right of, there it is. Oh, that's behind you, isn't it now?
Yeah.
See, there's a lot more wine on it now, though. I do notice.
Yeah.
But again, this was with the house. Was this table with the house as well, with the table and chairs?
Yeah. So there was 2 buffets, similar that one and one similar to it. And the stuff that you're seeing on top again are, for the most part, except for the bottles of wine, are items that we pulled from around the house and in the cantina that we thought either spoke to the history of the house or that we just thought was really cool.
Superb. And I do notice that there is 3 coffee machines on there as well. Is that so? That's all part of the house. That was in the house as well. Then was it?
That was in the house. Yeah.
Superb. Moving around now then. So oh yeah, you sent me this photograph as well.
So I sent you this photograph, Dave, because there was every time we watched the video and down in the canteen, I'm like, I know that's a bread box. I know that's a bread box. That true or not?
True. And she said,
so
I'm saving it.
We went down to the canteen. Like we unlocked the house. We came in, we did a bit of a tour through the house, and then I'm like, in the cantina, we're going to check out the bread box. And it was indeed a beautiful bread box. So that bread box is a part of the story of the house for me. So anyway.
Superb. This reminds me of because we used to call them bread bin in English. I don't, probably from different areas, people call them different things. When I saw this, it reminded my grandma's house because everybody had, I think they were called bread bins. Am I right there, Tony? Yeah, he's nodding his head. He come from a weird part of England, so it'll be called something different where he's from. But yeah, no, it's great again to keep things like this. It just keeps life going. So this was on the video. This was a bedroom.
Yes, it was.
You've turned this into another seating area.
Yeah, so we call it our lower lounge. So like in the evening, you know, it's easy to just relax in. It's comfortable.
Watch the sunset.
Yeah, watch the sunset. If we don't want to be out on the terrace, you know, we sit in there. So it's just another comfortable space. Superb.
And then obviously through the door again, this is where it starts to get exciting. Let me show. And again, you've made a great. Have you started knitting, Troy?
No, that's our nephew is and his girlfriend are having a baby. So
I'm making a baby blanket.
And is working on a baby blanket.
Who is it? Sorry, who is it that's having the baby?
My nephew.
Yeah.
My nephew and his partner.
Oh, congratulations to them. Fantastic. So this again, another sitting area. So you've got your lounge, you've got your lower lounge, and this is known as the
This is
The terrace.
morning coffee.
But it looks fantastic. I could just sit in there now, just with the. I mean, look at that view out of the window. It actually looks like AI has put that view on the window. Have you had any thoughts of opening the terrace up to how it used to be, or?
No, because the windows, most of those windows open wide open. In fact, the fly screens go up on them as well. And you can pretty much get it completely open, air going all directions.
Excellent. But at least you can use it in wintertime as well, can't you? So are you in
Exactly.
are you in here quite a lot?
Yes.
Yes.
You must never get bored of those views. They're absolutely amazing. Let me just see if I've got anything. Oh yeah, here's the view. Obviously the crane's not usually always there, but there you go. But it is an amazing view that you've got.
Yeah, there's a lot of work going on in the village.
And if you notice the yellow apartment building right there, that's the one that was completely closed up. The scaffolding was up.
Yeah.
They're moving more inside for the finishing work now, but it's all a new roof, solar panels, and so forth.
It looks fantastic though, doesn't it? Again, what I like is that, you know, even though they've plastered it rather than stone, the color they've used is nice, and Prezza is like that, isn't it? It's colorful, so I think it definitely suits the surroundings. It's fantastic, all this work. Have they actually finished the work in the old centre? Can you walk through it now, or?
You can walk through the old centre now. They're still working inside the building, but it's all the scaffolding is down off the old centre now.
Superb. Looks fantastic. Okay, let me just before I suppose we better show this. Oh no, tell me this room. I couldn't remember this.
That's the cantina.
That's the cantina.
Is that as soon as you walk on the lower door on the left?
Yep, exactly. That is it, empty.
Looks completely.
And it was filled to the roof.
Right.
Yeah.
And the door, because the door at the end on the right, if I remember rightly, that goes into a little dark corridor, doesn't it? Then there's another room at the back.
Yeah. The lights on. I do believe when you did the video, you said, "I'm standing here in the dark talking to myself." It was the comment you made.
I did strange videos in the past. So is this that room then at the back of there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the back one there. And we actually, I was down with full face mask, vacuumed everything. And the terracotta tiles, we're going to do a sympathetic restoration. They were so filthy, we didn't even know the color of them. They're a golden yellow on most of them. We've done some test cleanings and so forth. And that window there has another, I think Tanya took a picture, has another view of the whole valley as well.
Superb. And that's and what are you going to do down? What are you going to do down there?
That's probably another bedroom. In fact, we have friends that we're trying to set the front cantina up. They're going, we'll stay in the old one, the old part of the. Yeah. They actually want us to set up the bed in the old part of the cantina.
So somebody's asked how long it took us to empty the cantina. So we asked a local contractor if he knew anybody that could do it, and he made it happen.
Yeah, it was Tony, the guy who did all of our work. There was another company that quoted us a significant amount of money, and we sort of asked Tony if he knew anybody, and Tony goes, "Don't pay them, I'll make it happen." And that was included with our price for all the work we had done over the winter.
Excellent.
And they cleaned it out and basically swept it right out.
Yeah.
Superb. Looks fantastic. It looks brilliant. And like I say, upstairs just looks. I mean, I've not shown the bedrooms or anything. But it just looks. Yeah, it looks brilliant. You made a great job of it. Really good job. Oh God.
There she is.
I can't believe
down in the laundry room.
I can't believe you actually lifted her arm up as well just to wave to me.
So we took a knife out of her hand. She was wielding a knife on how a line, so we had to disarm her.
I do remember that photograph as well. Oh my God. So I think it was Bob that mentioned the scary doll on the bed. Well, there she is. There she is.
There she is.
We're able to the camping now.
she seemed to have you still. So you've still got her then. She's still in the house.
Mhm.
She does seem to have mellowed out a little bit. She doesn't look quite as scary as before.
Yeah, no, she's part of our Halloween decorations now.
Somebody's put, oh, that's downright creepy. I'm waiting for the eyes to move in the head. It does give you that kind. You know, if somebody's tuning into this live stream at this moment.
Yeah. What the hell are you doing?
But there you go. She's back. But yeah, she's definitely living in a much nicer place than what it was before. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for sending those photographs in. Really appreciate it. Are you going to hang around a little bit just for, and I'll say goodbye to you after Domenico and Tony have done their little bits. You don't mind hanging around?
Sounds good.
Let's bring them on. Let's bring Tony on first.
Hey up, Batman.
Did you, Tony?
Troy,
did you used to
Tanya?
call them? Did you used to call them bread
Sorry.
bins? Did you used to
Sorry?
call them bread bins where you were?
Yes, yeah, bread bins.
Yeah. There you go. Just
Yeah.
wanted to double
Yeah,
check.
nothing unusual, David. I know we were.
I know. But then when I said it, then I thought, oh, actually, no, I can't remember now if we used to call it bread box.
Just because I used to live on a marsh doesn't
Yeah.
mean.
No, you
I've
used
got-
to live not on. You used to live in the marsh.
In that, yeah.
Okay, so it's
That's why I
time
got
to
wet
bring-
feet.
Can you take the ticker off the bottom of the screen?
Oh
while
yes,
I-
sir. Yeah. Oh,
while
yeah.
While
I'll
I
do
bring
your
on
job for you.
a home in Italy's what do we call him? What's Domenico's nickname? Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr. Yes.
That's it. Come on, memory's going terrible. Here he is. Buonasera.
Ciao.
I always laugh because he's always upside down on my screen.
No, it's the right way up on my screen. Domenico, Troy ti ha visto gli altri giorni
Ciao, Dom.
a Pratola.
A Pratola, sì, stava con Mary.
So,
Yeah, sì, Mary Denino.
Mary ha mandato subito il messaggio, cioè, o meglio, l'ha mandato a un'altra persona.
Yeah.
La stessa persona mi ha scritto, ha
ah,
detto, stai a Pratola, Mary già ha diffuso tutta la voce.
so you saw Domenico. Mary sent a message to somebody else that sent a message to Domenico to say that you were. Anyway, there you go. Everyone likes to keep their eye on Domenico. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready for Domenico and Tony's tongue twisting trials? Tony, are you ready?
Yep. Oh, yes.
So remember, it's a famous film. I'm not giving any clues out this week because it's quite easy, this one, I think, even though I forgot what film it is. Oh, no, I've remembered now. Okay, Tony, go
Okay.
for it.
Ok. Qual è la prima cosa che impara un attore? Lo spettacolo deve continuare con la pioggia, con il sole, con la neve, con la gradine. Lo spettacolo deve continuare.
Bravo Tony!
Hey, grazie, Dom.
The
I like
best!
you. I don't like him. I like
I'd still give 5.5 out of 10. Okay. Ok, Domenico, in inglese, con un accento proprio inglese.
Inglese?
No, anzi, no, questo è americano. No, con un accento americano.
L'accento lo posso fare italiano.
Ok. Vai.
Va bene. What's the first thing an actor learns? The show must go on. Come rain, come shine, come snow, come sleet. The show must go on.
Bravo.
Bravo,
Thank
Dom.
you.
That's how you do it, Tom.
All right.
Somebody said the second time was better, Tony. Not much. But
Yeah,
I'll give you that,
exactly.
Bob.
See?
It was a little bit better.
Freddie
Nobody's got it yet.
Mercury.
No, nobody. No, non è Freddie Mercury.
Sì, sì.
Però quel parole, the show must go on. Sì, però non è Freddie Mercury.
Sì, sì,
I
sì.
can't believe nobody's got it. Nobody's got it.
The greatest show on earth.
Is it going to be 20-0 to me?
Well, you have to give them a few seconds, David.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
I'm
jump
not-
in.
Great.
Only because you want to win.
Are we just going to sit here all night and wait for it to come
The
through?
greatest show on earth.
Yeah,
We're going to show them.
you've got to give people enough time.
Um,
Come on, guys.
we can't give Barnum, the greatest show on earth. No, Moulin Rouge. No,
No,
the
no.
greatest show on earth. I knew people were going to say
Moulin
that. No.
Rouge.
See, David Palladino's not on. He would have known this.
No,
Definitely.
he would have known.
Okay, I'm giving it 5 seconds.
He's in
4,
Rome.
3, 2, 1. That's 20-0 to me.
Well,
And nobody still got it. Do you know what it is? Tanya and Troy, any ideas?
I
No?
guess the greatest showman, but
Nope.
No, sorry, it's not. It was from Singing in the Rain. There you go.
that was an anticlimax, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was, wasn't it? Yeah, absolutely nobody got it whatsoever. Fantastic. Tony, useless as usual. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enrico, grazie. Hai fatto
A voi.
bene. Ci vediamo domani. Ci sentiamo domani.
Sì, va
No,
bene.
ci vediamo
Ciao.
domani. No, ci sentiamo
No,
domani.
ci sentiamo, ci vediamo venerdì.
Va bene.
Ciao.
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 There he is. That's our very own Ringo Starr. Nobody got it tonight. There you go. Okay, guys. Thank you so much anyway for coming on. Really, really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Always good to see you both. We're gonna have to see each other on a sociable level at some point. You go in.
Will you guys be pulling in here on the tour?
Oh yeah, that's a point. Yeah. Yes. Why not come along for? I'll send you a message.
Okay.
We're not going to Prezza, but we'll. I'll send you a message and come along. We'll meet you maybe at the restaurant or something. So I'll send you a message.
Sounds good.
I'll send you a message in the next couple of days.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. We'll speak to you soon.
That's it.
That's it.
Bye. Absolutely superb. What an incredible couple they are. Really, yeah, fantastic. It's great to hear to catch up with people, and the great thing for us is when people are here and enjoying it and living the life, and to hear them say that to them it's like it's home. That's a huge thing. So that's a big thing to say, and yeah, fantastic. It makes our job yeah, a good one. There you go. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, as usual, for joining us, for showing your support. As usual, I really appreciate it. Remember, we do release videos, I meant to say earlier, on a Wednesday as well. So we're doing different content on a Wednesday. Last week we did updates on our swimming pool. This week, today, we put a great agent video on there. I know sometimes the agent video, this particular agent speaks English, so you don't need subtitles. I know sometimes the agent's videos, they are in Italian, but you just put the subtitles on and you can do it, because they're just extra properties that we don't get chance to video to put on the Saturday channel, and it's always great for you to see the little bits of extra. We are going to be putting some more type of content on a Wednesday, but look out for the Wednesday videos, because it's important for the channel to grow and things like that as well. And we'll carry on doing the usual Saturday videos. And remember, this Saturday, that property in Castelvecchio, absolutely incredible one. So look out for that. That's going to also be on Patreon tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Next week, there will not be a live stream. It's going to be in 2 weeks' time again, because next week we do have the tour. And on the Wednesday evening is when we meet the group to say hello and have an aperitivo with them. So no live stream next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after we'll be back. We'll probably may do a meet the home buyers, or it may well be an Abruzzo one. It'll be something stunning anyway, I'm sure. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a fantastic week, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time.